Your mom is a failure, sweetheart. You know that, right? I froze in the kitchen doorway. My sister Christina was crouched down, talking to my daughter Lily, at Lily's 8th birthday party, in front of her friends. What did you just say? I walked over quickly. Christina stood up, smiled, that fake smile she always used. Just having a chat with my niece. Lily, why don't you go play with your friends? Lily looked at me, confused, hurt, then ran off. Did you just call me a failure to my 8-year-old daughter? I was being honest. You're 35, single mom, working as a paralegal, living in a rental. Meanwhile, I have the career, the house, the perfect family. Lily should understand the difference between success and, well, whatever you are. That was March 2022. I kicked Christina out of the party, cut contact completely. 16 months of silence. Last week, Christina appeared at my door at 10 p.m., mascara everywhere, hands shaking, holding her kids' school records. Emma, please, I need your help. The school called. My kids are failing, all 3 of them, and the counselor showed me their files. They've been struggling for years. I didn't know. I didn't see it. And now they're saying my kids might need to repeat grades, and it's all my fault. What those records revealed destroyed her perfect image, and what I discovered about her successful parenting. She never saw it coming. If you've ever been called a failure by someone who values success over everything else, stay with me until the end. Your support means everything to me. Hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments. Has a family member ever put you down in front of your children? Let's talk about it. Now, back to my story. Let me take you back. March 2022. My name is Emma Rodriguez. I was 35 years old, living in Sacramento, California, single mom to my daughter Lily, who was turning 8, working as a paralegal at a mid-size law firm, making $58,000 a year. I got pregnant at 26, unplanned. The father left before Lily was born. I raised her alone. It wasn't easy, but we were happy. We lived in a 2-bedroom apartment, nothing fancy, but clean, safe, close to good schools. Lily had her own room. I'd painted it her favorite color, lavender. We made it work. My sister Christina was 38, married to a corporate executive named David. 3 kids, twins Jake and Maya, age 10, and younger son Noah, age 7. They lived in a 5-bedroom house in the suburbs. Christina was a pharmaceutical sales rep, made $95,000 plus bonuses. Combined with David's income, they cleared $250,000 a year. Christina loved reminding me of our differences. Every conversation somehow circled back to her success and my not success. You should get married again, Emma. Lily needs a father figure. You're still renting? At 35? We bought our house at 30. Paralegal is fine, but have you thought about law school? Actually becoming a lawyer? I learned to tune it out. Nod, smile, change the subject. But that birthday party was different. I'd saved for months to give Lily a nice party. Nothing extravagant, but nice. Pizza, cake, games in the park, 10 of her friends from school. Christina showed up late, designer sunglasses, Louis Vuitton bag. Her kids trailing behind her, looking bored. Sorry we're late. Noah had soccer practice. Private league. Very exclusive. No problem. The kids are playing by the swings. She looked around, at the park pavilion, the grocery store cake, the paper plates. This is sweet. Very budget-friendly. I ignored the tone. Lily's happy. That's what matters. Of course. Kids don't know the difference at this age, though once they're older, they start comparing. Trust me. An hour later, I was in the pavilion kitchen area getting more juice boxes. That's when I heard Christina's voice. I peeked around the corner. She was crouched down, talking to Lily, away from the other kids. Your mom tries her best, but let's be real. She's kind of a failure. She never finished her education properly, never got married, never bought a house. My kids have a dad, a big house, private schools. You have this. Lily's face crumbled. My mom's not a failure. I'm not being mean, honey. I'm being honest. Your mom made bad choices. Had you too young. Didn't plan her life properly. You deserve better than this. That's when I walked over. What did you just say? Christina stood, no shame on her face. Just telling Lily the truth. Get out. Emma, don't be dramatic. Get out of this party. Get away from my daughter, and don't contact us again. I'm your sister. You're someone who just told my 8-year-old that I'm a failure, that she deserves better than me. You're not my sister. You're cruel. Leave, now. She grabbed her kids, huffed. You're being ridiculous. I was trying to motivate Lily to want more from life. By tearing down her mother? Get out. She left. Her kids looked back at me with confused faces. I waved. They didn't wave back. Lily came up to me. Mom, are you a failure? I knelt down, looked her in the eyes. No, baby, I'm not. I work hard. I take care of you. We have a good life. Don't listen to anyone who tells you different. Aunt Christina said you made bad choices. I made the best choices I could. And one of those choices gave me you. That's the best choice I ever made. She hugged me. But I could see the seed of doubt Christina had planted, and I hated her for it. After the party, I blocked Christina. Phone, social media, email, all of it. I told my parents what happened. They were horrified, but didn't want to take sides. She was inappropriate, Mom said, but she's still your sister. Maybe give her time to apologize. She never apologized, not once. The months passed. I focused on Lily, on work, on building our life. I got promoted, senior paralegal, $68,000, better benefits, more stability. Lily thrived. She loved school, straight A's, happy, confident. We had movie nights every Friday, baked cookies on Sundays, did homework together at the kitchen table. I helped her with everything. Reading, math, science projects. I was present, involved, showed up to every parent-teacher conference, every school play, every soccer game. One night, about a year after the party, Lily asked, Mom, do you think Aunt Christina is happy? I don't know, honey. Why? Because at the party when she said those things, she looked sad. Not happy, just sad. Kids see things adults miss. I filed that away. 16 months after the party, my phone rang. Unknown number. I almost didn't answer. Hello? Emma. Christina's voice, shaky, crying. Please don't hang up. I need to talk to you. It's about my kids. Something's really wrong. I don't want to. Please. I know I don't deserve your help, but I don't know who else to call. The school counselor said my kids are failing, all 3 of them, and I didn't know. I didn't see it, and I don't know what to do. Against my better judgment, I said, Come over tomorrow night, 7 p.m. We'll talk. Christina showed up at 7:03. She looked terrible, hair pulled back messily, no makeup, yoga pants and a hoodie. I'd never seen her so unpolished. Thank you for seeing me. I let her in. Lily was at a friend's house for a sleepover. Good timing. What's going on with your kids? She pulled out a folder. School records, report cards, counselor notes, teacher evaluations. Last week, I got called into a meeting with the school counselor, all 3 kids' teachers, the principal. They told me my kids are all struggling academically. Jake and Maya are getting D's and F's. Noah's barely passing 3rd grade. I looked at the papers. It was worse than she described. Jake, Math D-, English F, Science D, History C-. Multiple missing assignments, poor test scores. Doesn't engage in class, seems distracted and anxious. Maya, Math F, English D, Science F, History D. Same issues. Very quiet, won't ask for help, falls asleep in class sometimes. Noah, reading below grade level, math struggling, behavior issues, acts out for attention, difficulty focusing. How did you not know? I asked. I thought they were fine. They go to one of the best private schools in the area, $25,000 a year per kid. I assumed the school would tell me if there were problems. They did tell you. Look, I pointed to the dates. First warning notes were sent home 18 months ago. Parent-teacher conference requests, emails from teachers. Did you not see these? Her face crumpled. I was busy. Work was crazy. We were traveling. David and I were having problems. I just I didn't look. I signed what they asked me to sign. I paid the tuition. I thought that was enough. Paying isn't parenting, Christina. I know that now, but I thought if they were at a good school with good teachers, they'd be fine. I thought my job was to provide, to make sure they had opportunities. Your job was to be present, to help with homework, to read with them, to notice when they were struggling. She started crying, full breakdown. The counselor said the same thing. She asked when was the last time I sat down and helped Jake with his math homework. I couldn't remember. She asked how often I read with Noah. I said he's 7. He can read himself. She looked at me like I was a monster. What did David say? He didn't know either. He works 70 hours a week, travels constantly. He said it was my job to handle the kids, that I'm the one with the flexible schedule. Do you have a flexible schedule? Not really. I'm on the road 3 days a week, sales calls, client meetings. When I'm home, I'm working on presentations, answering emails. The kids are with the nanny until 6. Then it's dinner, showers, bed. Do you eat dinner with them? Silence. Christina? Usually I'm on calls during dinner or catching up on work. The nanny feeds them. Do you help with homework? The nanny does that too, or David when he's home, which isn't often. Do you read to Noah? He has tutors, 3 times a week, $150 an hour. They work on reading. That's not the same as his mother reading with him. She buried her face in her hands. I thought I was doing everything right. We pay for the best school, the best tutors, the best activities, private soccer league, piano lessons, art classes. They have everything. Except parents who are present. She looked up at me, eyes red. The counselor said something. She said, "Your sister's daughter attends our sister school, the public elementary down the street. She's a straight-A student, happy, well-adjusted. Her mom is at every conference, every event, very involved." She was talking about you, about Lily. Lily goes to Madison Elementary. It's a good school. It's a public school. I pay $75,000 a year for my 3 kids to attend private school, and they're all failing. Your daughter goes to public school and she's thriving. How? Because I'm there. I help with homework every night. I read with her. I ask about her day. I know her teachers' names. I volunteer in her classroom. I show up. I can't believe I'm asking this, but will you help me? Teach me how to do this? I don't even know where to start. I looked at this woman, my sister, who'd called me a failure in front of my daughter, who'd made Lily doubt whether I was a good mother, who'd spent 16 months not apologizing. Part of me wanted to say no, to let her fail, to let her feel what I felt that day. But I looked at those school records, at 3 kids who were suffering, who weren't failing because they were bad kids. They were failing because they were neglected. I'll help, but not for you, for Jake, Maya, and Noah. They didn't ask for absent parents. Thank you. Thank you so much. And you owe Lily an apology, a real one, for what you said at her party. Christina nodded. I know. I was wrong. About everything. I thought success meant money and houses and private schools. I thought I was better than you because I had all that. But my kids are miserable. And Lily is happy. You're not a failure, Emma. I am. Over the next few weeks, I helped Christina restructure her life, her priorities, her time. First, cut back on work. She reduced her travel schedule, started working from home 2 days a week, took a pay cut but gained time. Second, fire the nanny for evenings. The nanny could stay for after-school care until 5 p.m., but from 5 p.m. on, Christina would be present. Third, establish routines. Dinner together every night. Phones away, actual conversations. Then homework time. Christina at the kitchen table with all 3 kids, helping, checking, being present. Fourth, bedtime reading, every single night. Noah especially. He was so far behind in reading, he needed intensive help. Fifth, cut activities. Jake didn't need private soccer, piano, and art classes. He needed time to do his homework and time to just be a kid. They cut everything down to 1 activity per child. Sixth, David needed to step up. Christina had a hard conversation with him. Either he reduced his hours and showed up for his family, or he'd lose them. He chose family. Cut back to 50 hours a week. Committed to being home for dinner 4 nights a week. The first month was brutal. Christina called me crying multiple times. Noah won't sit still for homework. He just wants to play. He's 7. Break it into 10-minute chunks. Homework, play break. Homework, play break. Jake says he doesn't need my help, that I don't know anything about 9th grade algebra. Sit with him anyway. Ask questions. Show interest. He needs to know you care, even if you can't solve the problems. Maya won't talk to me. She just sits there silently doing her work and won't let me help. She's been independent for so long, she doesn't trust you yet. Give her time. Stay consistent. She'll come around. It was hard. Christina wasn't naturally good at this. She was used to outsourcing parenting, to writing checks instead of spending time. But slowly, things changed. Month 2. Noah's reading improved. He was still behind, but less behind. The school took him off the intervention watch list. Month 3. Jake's math grade went from D- to C+. He started asking Christina for help, started trusting her. Month 4. Maya opened up, told Christina she'd been struggling for 2 years, that she was ashamed, that she didn't want to disappoint them. Christina cried, held her, promised to be there from now on. Month 6. All 3 kids were passing. Not straight A's, but passing, improving, and more importantly, they seemed happier. Christina brought them over to my apartment one Saturday, first time I'd seen them since the birthday party disaster. Kids, I need you to apologize to your Aunt Emma and your cousin Lily. They looked confused. For what? For how I behaved at Lily's birthday party, for the things I said, for being a bad example of how to treat family. Then Christina turned to Lily. Lily, I owe you an apology. I said something horrible about your mom. I called her a failure, and I was completely wrong. Your mom is incredible. She's kind, hardworking, dedicated. She's been helping me learn how to be a better mother, and I'm so sorry I made you doubt her. Lily looked at me. I nodded. She turned back to Christina. Okay, I forgive you. A year after Christina first showed up at my door, things were completely different. Her kids were doing well. Not perfect, but well. Jake made honor roll. Maya joined the school choir and was thriving. Noah was reading at grade level. Christina had changed too. She cut her hours more, made partner at her firm on her own terms, focused on quality accounts, not quantity, made $75,000 instead of $95,000. But she was home more, present more. David changed too. He took a position with less travel, made a little less money, but saw his kids more than 4 days a month. They sold the 5-bedroom house, downsized to a 4-bedroom, saved money, reduced stress, focused on what mattered. They pulled the kids out of private school, enrolled them in Madison Elementary and the local public middle school, same schools Lily attended. The private school was prestigious, Christina said, but the public schools actually care about the kids, and they're closer, less commute time, more family time. The kids were happier, less pressure, more friends, more normal. Last month, Christina invited us over for dinner. Nothing fancy. Spaghetti, salad, homemade garlic bread. Her kids and Lily played in the backyard. Normal kid stuff. Tag, climbing trees, laughing. Christina and I sat on the porch, watching them. Thank you, she said quietly, for helping me, even after what I said, what I did. I didn't do it for you. I did it for them. I know. But still, you saved my family. You showed me what actually matters. I was so obsessed with looking successful that I forgot to actually be successful, at the things that count. What changed? Really changed? She thought for a moment. I realized that Lily was happier than my kids, despite having less money, less stuff, less opportunities. She was happier because she had you, present, attentive, loving. My kids had everything except that, and it was killing them. Success isn't about how much you make or what you own. It's about showing up, being present, knowing your kids. I get that now. We sat in comfortable silence, watching our kids play, together, like family should be. I'm Emma Rodriguez. I'm 37 years old. 16 months ago, my sister told my daughter I was a failure. At her 8th birthday party, in front of her friends, she said I was unsuccessful because I was a single mom, working as a paralegal, living in a rental. While she had the career, the house, the perfect family. What she didn't know? Her perfect family was crumbling. Her kids were failing school, all 3 of them, because she was never present, never involved, just paying for things and assuming that was enough. When the school records revealed the truth, she came to me, desperate, broken, needing help. I helped her, not because she deserved it, but because her kids deserved better. She learned that success isn't about money or houses or private schools. It's about showing up, being present, knowing your children, helping with homework, reading at bedtime, having dinner together. Her kids are thriving now, not because they're at expensive schools, but because they have parents who are actually there. My daughter is still getting straight A's, still happy, still confident, because I've always been there, always shown up, always made her my priority. Christina thought I was a failure because I had less money, less stuff, less prestige, but I had more of what mattered: time, presence, love, attention. And in the end, those are the things that actually define success. Not your salary, not your house, not your kids' school tuition, your presence, your involvement, your love. She learned that the hard way. Almost lost her kids learning it. But she learned, changed, became a better mother. And our families? We're closer now than we ever were. Not because of what we have, but because of who we choose to be. Success isn't what you buy your kids, it's what you give them of yourself. And that's something no amount of money can replace. Thank you so much for watching. If this story touched your heart, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Your support truly means the world to me. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. I love reading every single one of them. Each comment inspires me to keep creating stories for you. See you next time.